G'day, Chrissy from Print Tarot here. Yep, like most tarot readers, I have a cat and she sometimes likes to get in front of the camera. This is the first time she's done it while I've been recording, but anyway, I think now I will do a reading on Donald Trump, the president, el presidente, is in Japan at the G20. I'm going to try and do this. I'm crappy at it, which is why I don't do it on camera. But I do try to do it before I start. Anyway, El Presidente is at the G20 in Japan, and I thought I would see how he's going there. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross on this one. Our Prime Minister is also there, Scott Morrison, who's a great fan of Trump's. And it wouldn't surprise me if by the time he finished sucking up to Trump, he's got a permanent trout pout on his face. But, you know, that's just my not very high opinion speaking. But no, I will do a Celtic cross. We'll see how Trump is faring, how the other leaders see him and everything. So the situation, let's give it a couple more shuffles. Let's have a look on the bottom. Six of Pentacles. He's probably having a high old time sharing his ideas of how everybody else should run their country, I guess. So we'll go from there and have a look. So the situation, he's at just a G20. There are so many opportunities for him to either do the right thing or do the wrong thing. Do it the right way or do it the wrong way. So that G20 provides the leaders opportunities to work on and to talk about financial matters, global financial matters and other global matters. And there's so many opportunities there that can be taken advantage of. What's his challenge? His challenge is it's not that he's suspended, the hangman. I think his challenge is that he has such a lack of political education that the way he looks at things is just from a really skewed perspective, and it does not help. Yes, sometimes they say looking outside of the box and looking things from a different angle can provide answers or ideas, but there are some things that you can't look at from a different angle, and especially when you're talking about global matters. It doesn't hurt to think outside the box, but he thinks from several hundred miles away from the box. You can't even see it to look into it at different angles. So that's his challenge, is looking at it with the perspective that's needed. Okay, the base of this reading is transition. Transition is, in this one, it's 13. It's equivalent to the Death card. It is about change. The basis of this is change. G20, they get together and they hope to bring about change from what happens there. That's the whole point of it. Bring about global change or changes in relationships between different countries. Now, the card is the past card. Now, we've seen how Trump has fared at last year's G20 and everything. The Magician. I think this is more about how he sees himself as in the past, how he sees his performance in the past. I was great. I manifested so many wonderful things. I created so many wonderful things. This is more about how he sees his past performance, not how it actually was. Number 5 is the present. So at this present, he's battle weary. I think after last year's performance and all that, a lot of the leaders have just gone in going, well, you know, we'll just let him rattle off like a naughty little boy, but not really listen to him and all that. And he's battling. He knows. He's battling. He's finding it hard. He's trying to shore up his defences with others, but it's not really going that well. The near future for him. Whoops. The Queen of Wands. I see this as Nancy Pelosi, or it's Congress. I think Congress are going to be very, very much in his near future, and I think Nancy Pelosi is going to be very, very much in his near future. I think they're getting all their ducks in a row, I think. So it will be very interesting to see. With the near future, with regard to the G20, I just think that this is really, really distracting him. He's being distracted by this, and he's going to continue to be distracted by this. His strength, his power. He thinks he's above judgment. He thinks that nobody has the right to judge him. And because he believes that so strongly, he feels that that's his strength. What others see? Others see someone who is willing to do whatever it takes to get his own way, whether it's good for people or not. They see him as a problem, but they also see him as a short-term problem. 5s have been described by the readers as, I think by Lena Rodriguez, and a couple of others as short-term. So yes, they do see him as a problem. They do see him as someone who's going to do whatever it takes to get his way, but they also see him as a short-term problem that they're willing to wait out. What are his hopes and fears? His hopes, he's sitting pretty, and he's autonomous, and this is the card of autonomy. He's sitting pretty, and he's got all this and he hopes to maintain that autonomy and hang on to it, but he also fears losing it. And the final outcome with regard to G20 is partnerships. Something's happening with partnerships. Either he's going to forge new partnerships, or perhaps there's some partnerships are going to be affected. I might do a clarifier on this, and I'll use it's called the Royal Tarot, but I like to call it the Blunt Truth. The Blunt Truth Tarot. So we'll do a clarifier on this partnerships card. Seven of Swords. Trying to get away with something. Trying to get away with something to do with partnerships. I think he's going to try and talk to Putin and Kim Jong-un as he's there, or other of those wonderful leaders that he likes, that the rest of the world are thinking, well, we could really do without a dose of them in politics. But I think he's going to sneak in visits with or meetings with the people he feels are his partners in crime, I suppose. His partners in politics. And everyone else might feel his partners in crime. One more quick look at that number 6 card in his near future. Oh, 9 of Swords. Again, I think he's feeling very anxious, and I think while he's over there, he's not really able to concentrate on the things he should as much, because he's worrying and he's anxious about what Congress is doing back home, what Nancy Pelosi and Congress is doing back home, and it's causing him a lot of anxiety. And he'll probably blame any lack of success on his part at the G20 on other people, rather than him not being able to put crap that's going on at home out of his mind and focus on the work. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you very much for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe. That is Cameo, who's saying her butt there. So please remember to like and subscribe. And I'll give a shout out to Rowan for a very lovely comment. That I don't know if Rowan's a man or woman, but Rowan, thank you very much for the lovely comment you left. And yeah, and I'm glad you're enjoying my videos and binge watching. I'm just uploading the third part of the Chappaquiddick readings now. So thank you very much. Bye bye.